In recent time, I've been seeing videos online talking about kidney problem and the signs of kidney problem. Some of them attribute foamy urine to sign of kidney problem. But in this video today, I'm going to be showing you and demonstrating in detail that foamy urine is not a better or a good way to know if one has kidney problem, and that foamy urine is not something one needs to panic about, because foamy urine is peculiar to everyone. And I'm going to show you also from this video how and the causes of foamy urine oftentimes which shouldn't be attributed to kidney problem. God has created us as human beings, and out of his love he has given us what to eat. He has given us vegetables, fruits, and other sorts of foods that we can eat for our sustainability. And in each of these food, there is something we call the phytochemicals that he has implanted in them. The function of these phytochemicals is to help us fight disease and heal, at the same time help us recover from any malignant diseases, both little or the serious ones. So these active chemical compounds are usually found in every plant. The thing is that some might be in small quantity in each of what we eat, and sometimes might be in higher quantity in what we eat. And one of these active ingredients that God has put into all the food we eat is saponin. Saponin is one of the phytochemicals that you can find in food sample. There are a lot of different type of active components ranging from alkaloid, terpenes, steroid, anthraquinone, and the rest. But I'm going to talk specifically on saponin, which is the major causes of foamy urine. It is not something we need to panic about. Whenever you are urinating and you see your urine foaming, you become afraid, my kidney is having issue. No, it's due to what kind of food you consume and the quantity of saponin in it. Saponin is highly medicinal, so you don't need to worry about it. And whenever you consume food that contains saponin, what happens is at the point the body will excrete it through your urine. So whenever you are urinating, it starts foaming. And as this urine is foaming, you should know that what you've consumed also contain saponin, and that is why your body is secreting that saponin content out of your urine, out of your body through your urine. But oftentimes, and so unfortunate, most people have misdiagnosed this to be a sign of kidney failure or maybe protein leakage. That is not a better way to diagnose a kidney problem. So follow me in this video, because this video is going to be a little bit lengthy. I'm going to demonstrate for you how to know what kind of food that contains saponin and the causes of foamy urine, as against the popular belief of people that foamy urine is a sign of kidney problem. All right, so here with me I have vegetable. Here in this container is vegetable. All right, this is vegetable. And here with me as well is pepper, the pepper, this usual pepper you know of. And here is turmeric. Remember that in every food you consume, we have phytochemicals in it, and these things are there to help you fight any problem, any health problem that you are having, any disease that you might be having. So that's what we call them, the active phytochemicals, plant chemicals that helps human beings fight their health challenges, like some diseases, malaria, typhoid, viral and bacterial infections. So God has definitely put these things there to help us. And by the time you consume these foods in excess or you consume them, there is high tendency that these active components sometimes will be excreted out of your body as a waste product. After doing their job, they'll be secreted out of the body as waste product. And these are the causes of foamy urine. Major times they are the causes of foamy urine. So do not misdiagnose yourself using foamy urine as a sign of protein leakage from the kidney or the sign of kidney problem. Now, just watch as I'm going to start the experiment for you to be able to see. In the laboratory, we call the text the throat text. In the laboratory, we call it a float test, which we use to identify the presence of saponin in food sample. There are two major tests that we usually use in the laboratory. We call one the qualitative and the quantitative. The qualitative helps us to know if a particular phytochemical is present in a food sample, while the quantitative helps us to see the quantity of that phytochemical in that food sample. So we're going to dive in now and let's see. For then, let me put on my hand glove. So I'm going to put on my hand glove and let's kick up on this experiment. So as it is, whenever you start urinating and start seeing your urine forming, do not panic. Do not think you've gotten kidney problem. If you want to know the state of your kidney, you go to the hospital and get proper diagnosis and proper medical tests done on you. I'm going to still tell you the proper thing to do that will enable you know the state of your kidney. So here we go. I'm gonna put up this one as well. Okay, so we have that. So I'm putting it all. Let's start the experiment ASAP. Okay, so here I have 250 ml of distilled water, as you can see. So this is 250 ml of distilled water. There is a calibration here. Okay, so I'm going to add like 50 ml into this vegetable sample. So I'm going to add 50 ml here and allow it to stay for some time, for some minutes. And here with me is pepper, Caspicum species. So I'm going to slice this and add some distilled water to it. Let's check and test for saponin, why your urine usually forms. So I have dissected it. All right, so I'm going to put it in a test tube. Okay, let me just transfer them to this bottle. I think it's better in this bottle. So I'm going to cut and I'm going to cut that and remove this so that you guys can be seeing what I'm doing. So I'm going to cut this. As you can see that I'm cutting them into pieces. Cutting them into pieces. So after this video, whenever you see your urine forming, you won't get panic any longer. So I'm gonna put that. So we have some shredded pepper. Okay, so here we are. We have some shredded pepper here. You can see that. So I'm going to add little quantity of distilled water, 50 ml, to help dissolve. Why I'm using distilled water is to help us dissolve and extract this active component from these food samples. Okay, from this food samples. So, and this is turmeric. All right, this is turmeric. So I'm going to cut the turmeric in pieces and transfer them into a test tube. So let me just get the test tube. Okay. So I have this test tube here. So these are the things we do in the laboratory, okay? So if you want to learn more, you can come to my research laboratory where I do researches, identify herbal drugs, diseases that these drugs can be cured, and the causes of some health issues, and how you can actually use holistic method to treat any health problem. Most of the best way to treat ailment is by using holistic diets. Diet your food, eat good food, and you see you find it hard to get sick. When I say eat good food, what I'm trying to say is ensure that your diet contains the best nutrients, the best food that can help you fight diseases. So this is turmeric. I have shredded it. I've cut them into pieces, as you can see. So this is it. So I'm going to transfer it into this test tube. So I'm going to transfer them into this test tube. Okay, so we have it. All right, so we have this turmeric in the test tube. I'm stirring already. Yeah, this is because of the presence of curcumin. There's something we call a curcumin, which is contained in turmeric. And curcumin is also another active component of plants or food that we consume. So I'm going to add like 5 ml. I seen that. So it's going to help us extract. Let me add another one. Let me add like another 10 ml. Okay, so I'm going to extract. So I'm trying to extract the active component, and I'm going to carry out what is called the float tests for you to see and identify saponin that usually causes your urine to form whenever you urinate. Okay, not that you are having protein leakage or whatsoever as popularly believed. So I have that. I'm going to keep that this way, and we're going to wait. So this is also extracting. So let me agitate it a little bit. And we have this. I'm going to soak this leaf a little bit. Now, what you need to understand is that every food substance contains active ingredient, active phytochemical ingredient. And this active phytochemical ingredient is what makes them medicinal. And by the time you consume them, that will help the body to fight diseases, bacteria, viral, and the rest. And at the same time, some of these active components of this plant that you consume, this active component is found in every food that you eat, be it fruits, be it nuts, be it vegetable. All the foods that you eat is contained in it. The only thing is that there will be some that will be present while some will be absent, and the percentage quantity that is present differs from plant to plant or from food sample to food sample. I am trying to demonstrate that for you, but our major concern is not on all the phytochemicals or the active components of plant or any food sample that you eat, but our major concern in this video is to identify the major causes of foamy urine and clear the air as with respect to the popularly belief that when you have foamy urine, it means your kidney is failing. If you want to actually know the state of your health, I advise you go to the hospital and get proper medical tests. You can do what is called urinalysis and kidney function test. This gives you the basic and the advanced reliability on the state of your kidney. Don't conclude because you are urinating and your urine is foaming, automatically your kidney is bad. No. Saponin is the major cause of foamy urine. And I'm trying to demonstrate that for you in this video. So let's start. And to identify that, we use what is called the float text. Float text. Okay, we use what is called the float text to identify saponin. That is the test we use in the laboratory to identify the presence of saponin. There are other ways you can also identify it, but the float text helps us to know if a particular food sample contains what is called saponin. And after identifying it, we also carry out what is called the quantitative analysis. The quantitative analysis will help us know the percentage of this saponin or this active phytochemicals present in that particular food sample. So not wasting time. Usually when you are doing your extraction, you should allow it to stay for like 2 to 3 hours, but because of this video, I'm going to shorten the time, and because already our extraction is taking place. So as you see, our extraction is taking place. See this one, see that this water, this extract is always taking place, and this our distilled water that we have here is changing color due to the extraction. The extraction is taking place already, so we are going to use the fraud test to identify it. And in the fraud test is a very simple test. You can do it in your home for any food sample. So I'm going to use another test tube. So this is another test tube. So I'm going to get few extracts. We call it extract, but because of this, so this is the test tube. I'm going to agitate this now. Now remember what we're going to do now. We want to text to see if saponin is present, and this particular experiment is going to give us the result. So I have already dissolved that, so I will get little of this extract into this test tube. Okay, all right, so we have little of this here, as you can see. So the next we need to do is to add few drops of distilled water, then shake it vigorously. If saponin is present, there's going to be formation of foams, and that foam is going to take some minutes for it to dissolve, some seconds to minutes for it to dissolve totally. That shows that there is the presence of saponin. Remember, this is our pepper sample that we just extracted, and this is the extract, as you can see. So I'm going to add it now. Let's add little drops, few drops. Okay, so we have that. So let's check vigorously and see. Can you see that? So it's foaming. Can you see that foam? All right, let's check again, and you will see. See that foam? So it's foaming. So that shows that saponin is found in pepper. But from our experiment that we just demonstrated now, you would notice that the quantity of formation of this foam in this our sample is not much. First, we've identified that pepper contains saponin. So the next stage is going to be to determine the quantity of pepper. And that experiment is what we call the quantitative analysis. We are not going to demonstrate it in this video. If you want to know about it, you can visit us on our handles, or you can come to the research lab and you see how that is being done. But the fact is that pepper, as one of the food spices, contain saponin, and saponin is one of the stuff that causes foamy urine. So the thing is that by the time you eat your food, you cook your food, there is pepper in it, and by the time you urinate, the saponin content of that pepper will be excreted, and as you're excreting the saponin out through your urine, there is high tendency that your urine will foam. Simple as that. So just to know that a foamy urine is not a reliable text for kidney problem. A foamy urine is caused oftentimes by what you eat, from the kind of food you eat, and the content of that food sample. So we are done with this particular one, this particular sample, which is the pepper sample. So we're going to go into another one. This time around, we're going to check the turmeric sample. So I'm using another test tube. Reason being that I don't want contamination from the previous sample. So now this is our turmeric. These are turmeric. So I'm going to get little of this extract out. So I'm getting the extract. So if you notice, there is a color change. because that shows that there's an extraction already that has taken place. All right, there's a color change, which shows that there is an extraction of the active chemical compound of turmeric into this solvent. Now, I'm going to add another little few drop of distilled water into this sample, then agitate it. That is, I'm going to check, and if it forms, it shows that saponin is what? Present. All right, let's do that. And we add little. Okay, so I'm going to check that. So we have to agitate it. Let's check. Can you see? Can you see the form? So this is turmeric extract. Let's agitate again. You see the form? This is turmeric extract, and as you agitate it, you see that it keeps forming. That is to show that saponin is present. So when you consume food that contains saponin, it is going to happen that whenever you urinate, your urine will form. You're going to have what is called the foamy urine. Not necessarily that your kidney or whatsoever is bad. All right. So the next one we're going to look at is the vegetable food sample. That's what we're going to look at now, and see that if we're going to find out if that vegetable food sample also contain saponin. Okay, so now let's pick another test tube and repeat the experiment for the vegetable sample. So I'm going to pick another test tube this time around for the next sample. Already we've done that of pepper, turmeric. So the last one is going to be that of vegetable food sample. So here we have the food sample here, and I'm going to collect the sample because the extraction is done. So I'm going to get a little fine. So we have this sample here. I'm going to add little of distilled water. Okay, so we agitate again. We check vigorously to see if there is saponin in it. You see, still foamy too. Can you see that? Can you see the foam? So all this experiment is pointing to one thing, that every food sample, every food we consume contains what? Saponin. So now if you eat food that contains saponin, definitely the saponin content will be excreted in your urine as a waste product. And during that process of excretion, as you're urinating, there is high tendency that your urine will form. So next time if you're urinating and you see urine forming, don't get sad, don't get panic. Just know that is due to what you consume. With time, it's going to normalize and you will get more better. Remember that saponin has a very crucial role it plays in the human cell. It helps to fight diseases. So they are found in most food materials. This is part of phytochemicals. So how do we now know if one has issue with the kidney? The simple text is to run kidney function tests. The kidney function test will tell you the state of your health with respect to your kidney. Another one that you can do is to run urinalysis. Urinalysis will also give you some little idea with the state of your kidney, but the best is kidney function test. I'm going to show you the urinalysis kit, how it looks like. So this is the carton of the urinalysis kit, and so this is it. So this is the casing. In there we have the urinalysis strip, the urine strip, and here is it. So if you, this is the strip. Okay, this is the strip. As you can see, this is the strip. So with this kit, you can check your urine to know the state of your health. Okay, to know the state of your health. And you can still go to hospital and run what is called kidney function test. These tests are the reliable tests that will tell you the state of health. But if you start seeing your urine foaming, do not panic. It is not solely a text to show that you have kidney problem. Remember that we've done 3 different experiments, and all the 3 different experiments identify that saponin is present in food stuff. The things we consume, saponins are present, and by the time you consume this, you consume saponin together with it, and whenever you are urinating, saponin will be excreted out of your urine, and that is why most of the time when you urinate, you see your urine foaming. I hope this video is helpful and it's going to give you more information to know what you're supposed to know and not be misinformed, as against the usual belief that whenever your urine is foaming, you have kidney problem. No. So these are the major causes of foam in urine, which we know from this experiment that saponin is the cause of foamy urine most of the time. So if you love this video, please share it, comment, and follow me in my handle so that whenever I post videos like this, you'll be able to be among the first that will get to the notification and watch them. It will also, your comments, your likes, and your sharing also encourage me to create content, educative movies like this that will always help to get you informed when it comes to your health. Remember, information is power.